Hi there, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick little video on tantouring your face. This is a really easy way to get a lasting, tanned, defined look to your facial features, and it lasts for a few days. So it's really nice because you only have to do it a couple times a week. And this video is sponsored by QVC. So the tans that I'm going to be talking about are all available at QVC, and I'm going to have links and all the information in the description box that you can shop through my description. So I'm just going to show some of my personal favorites from QVC. The first is the Tropez 1 hour advanced tan. I love this. This is one of my all-time favorite tanning products ever. Really beautiful olive undertoned tan, and based on the amount of time that you actually leave this one on is going to determine the intensity of the shade of your tan. So you can see right on the front of the bottle, 1 hour is light, 2 hours medium, 3 hours dark. I typically always leave it on the whole entire night, but it is nice because it develops faster than a lot of other self-tans. So if you are in a pinch for time, that's when these accelerated tans really are nice. If you forget to self-tan and you've only got a couple hours, you can do this in the morning and let it set, and then you're ready for whatever you wanted to be tanned in time for. So Tropez, I think it's such a classic, always like a good, reliable, quality brand. The next one I wanted to mention is actually from Norvell. So this is the Norvell Venetian Self-Tanning Bronzing Mist. This one is, I don't think this one has like a specific shade, but I actually really like this one because it's a micro mist. So if you want to use this, you can apply it to a mitt and then apply it to your body. But the way I like to do it is actually just hop in the shower, keep your feet planted in place, and then you can spray this all over your body. I should also mention, these are all the tans I'm gonna be talking about today are face friendly, so you can use them on your face. And this one looks really nice on the face. I do find this one to be quite more of a middle shade of tan. It's not super dark, not super light. Next up is actually a tanning oil. This is from Josie Maran, and this is the Argan Liquid Gold Self-Tanning Oil. This is the first self-tanning oil I've ever used. I've used tanning waters, and that's what I feel like this is the most similar to. It does not have a guide, but because it's an oil, you can see where you've placed it. So you don't really need a guide with a product like this. I also wanted to say this one, my favorite fragrance out of all of them. It smells really nice and tropical and just super yummy. So this one is gonna give you a little bit more of a soft, sun-kissed glow. It's nothing too dark, so it would actually be probably the most ideal for light to medium skin tones and people who don't really want like a true, tanned look. Last one I wanted to mention is from Isle of Paradise. So this one is a self-tanning gradual body butter. Again, there's not gonna be a guide on this one, but I do find that with these gradual or, lighter color of tans, they're easier because you're not gonna have as much of a mishap, so I don't feel like I really need a guide. And this is the perfect, well, both of these I should mention, are the perfect type of products to use in between your self-tans so that you can keep up with the color and then you don't have to go in with as full of a, full-on tan application throughout the week. You can use this to hold you over until your next full tan once you've exfoliated everything off. So when it comes to the actual formula of the tan that you want to use, I would say your best bet is going to be with a mist or a mousse, something with a color guide. You're not going to want to use the tanning waters, the tanning oils, or the gradual tans because you just don't have as much control or precision, or you don't even really know exactly where you're placing the tan. So once you choose the formula you're gonna be using, I would recommend doing this at nighttime, and you wanna do this on clean, fresh cleansed skin. Do a good double cleanse, make sure you have all of your makeup off, make sure your skin is nice and squeaky clean, and then do a light layer of skincare. Don't go in, was my bra strap showing the whole time? That's annoying. Don't go in with your night creams that are as heavy. I hope it was not showing for that long. But yeah, don't go in with your night cream that's as heavy. Don't go in with your face oils or anything that's going to prevent the tan from actually developing on your skin. I know that for myself personally, when I use too much skincare on the nights that I do this, it really does prevent the tan from being able to penetrate your skin and like actually produce a noticeable result. So go lighter on the skincare just for one night. Skip out on all your heavy creams and things like that. Just use a nice light moisturization. And then you will need brushes. Now you can tan your face with a mitt, but again, I really feel like that hinders your precision and you're just not gonna be able to get as much definition as you want. So when it comes to the face, I have a few favorite shapes of brushes to go with. I like things that are, you know, more of the ball shape because you can get a really good blend from a brush like this. It's not too densely packed together to where you're gonna have an overwhelming time trying to blend out the product. It's gonna give you that really nice, soft, airbrushed appearance when you're applying the tan on. Now, you can also use a brush like this, one of the duo fiber brushes. These are also excellent for applying the tan on the larger planes of the face because these are gonna give you more of that gradient blended out appearance when you're doing it around the hairline, under the cheekbones, the perimeter of the face, and then softly feathering it in towards the center. This is just gonna produce the most natural, unaggressive looking shading of the liquid, you know, tan. So I definitely would recommend something in this family for the application around the face. It's just gonna make things a lot easier. And I would recommend that you either spray the tan onto a palette of some sorts that you can dip the brush into the, or you can directly spray the brush as well, but sometimes that gets a little bit overwhelming and again, messy, and I feel like you just don't have as much control over the product. So I would just recommend that you spray it on a palette of some sorts. That seems to be the best for me. Now, if you're somebody who wants a little bit more of an exaggerated or really defined amount of contour on your face, you can use a little brush like this, and this is really nice for getting right into the hollows of your cheeks, really pushing it into the hairline so that you get that super seamless blend. You want a nice precise contour on, you know, the sides of your jawline. And again, when you are doing this, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you want to make sure that you really take the product onto your ears as well. Just a little bit, just feather it back there so that you don't have like this, you know, line of demarcation between the tan and your earlobe. So that's always a good option to do. The last brush I would recommend is the concealer brush. This is good for the areas where you really want precision. So places like your eyelid, when you wanna, you know, put a little bit of tan up there just to give a little bit of definition. You can even use this right in the crease of the eye, let that dry. You'll get a really nice, already defined crease. Or if you really want to contour, you know, around the mouth, or you want a nice, precise contour on your nose as well. So this is good for people who really want extreme precision in a certain part of the face, but I would say this probably isn't the most necessary. I think it just comes down to like the type of tan that you want, a little bit more chisel, a little bit more contour, or if you want something that's gonna be a little bit more, you know, airbrushed and gradient. So it makes a really subtle but nice difference. I just really like the way it makes you look like you already have, you know, like a little bit of a sun-kissed glow, and it's a lot more foolproof in my opinion than self-tanning your entire face all the same color. I've had a lot of issues with that not turning out the right way. So I just prefer to do the Tantour, and I just think it looks really nice and natural, and it's very easy to do. So I hope that this video was helpful. Now, if you do have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I will always do my best to help you as much as I can. Remember, there will be links and information in the description box down below for you. And other than that, I think I'll see you in my next video. My nose is itching now because I've just been touching it with makeup brushes. Please be sure to subscribe. Please come follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.